for stopping by the live stream again. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the NTZ crew. I know Jacob Tanjay and Michael Beach of Life will be on here. What's up, Cisco International? Shout out to all of my fourth quarter members. That's Clyde Horn, Jeffrey Tatter, Calvin Williams. What's up? All my old heads, Doubtful Genius. Any new viewers and subscribers checking in today for the first time, welcome. And anybody on replay, the peso is 58.35. It's still up there. And y'all know we always have a topic. Today's topic is it ever okay for a man to fight a woman? I think we know that answer. But I just want to talk about this subject. Most of us, we talk about domestic violence in hushed tones. And that, oh, it's none of my business. That's caused a lot of people to be killed and harmed. But remember, this is your live stream. Whatever you want to talk about, just put it here. We're not here to debate. We're not going to argue. We just like to have a conversation, grown men and women conversations that you normally don't see in this genre. I hold myself to a higher standard, guys. I can't get away with talking about age gap relationships. Is it okay to date single mothers? Well, what Filipinos like in bed? Y'all know y'all would throw me under the bus for that. Y'all certainly hold me to a higher standard. I can't get away with that, talking about that all the time. So I talk about the things that are going on in my life most of the time. Real life stuff. Okay, y'all know where to find that other stuff. I mean, my channel is not here to become popular because I'm not popular, guys. If that's why I was on YouTube, it's not working. Okay? Because y'all know I'm not popular. It's not for views either. Look at the views in my videos. It's not for you to agree with me and all of that. I just like to have real life conversations. A lot of this stuff is immature bullshit, man, that we talk about. It's not helping you at all. And if I ever make something where you don't agree with it, just keep scrolling, man. You know, we don't have to fight. I made a video today. Red flags Filipinos overlooked. Now, listen, this I've created. I'm a content creator, guys. I can't say that about a lot of people on here. I create organic content. Over 2,700 videos to date. 99.9% of them are protecting men and our interests over here in the Philippines. Now I make one video about red flags for some of the ornery ass men coming over here, and now I'm giving away the game. Stop with that, guys. Okay? I don't like everybody, so certainly everybody's not going to like me. There's just some things, well, there's nothing you can do out there to make someone like you who doesn't like you. But see, that's bullshit right there. I'm surprised. I'm shocked at that. But I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Okay? But thank y'all so much for all your support over the years. I met a great guy today and during my walk. We talked, man, for about 20 minutes. I guess I didn't get my 10,000, but I'll get it today. David from Minnesota, real good guy. Jeffrey Taylor said, good morning. A man should remove himself from a situation that could lead to that. So my answer is no, unless it's to save your life. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, guys, because I've got some startling statistics, man. If you just believe half of this stuff, it's a lot of people being affected with this domestic violence. But remember, we don't talk about it. It's none of my business. You hear your next door neighbor and his old lady fighting, you're not going to call the police. It's none of your business. Okay? Or if you and your old lady, that's what you got to tell somebody. Hey, man, your own business. You shut the door. But according to the WHO, 1 out of 4 women globally, worldwide, have suffered physical and sexual abuse from their intimate partner. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. Okay? 1 out of 4 women globally, worldwide, have suffered physical and sexual abuse from their intimate partner. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And it says 1 out of 9 men. 1 out of 4. And Okay, but they say the numbers of men is probably higher, but it goes unreported. So we just want to have the discussion today. You know, my daughter got assaulted, man, and that's why I want to talk about it. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. I've been one of those guys who have said it's none of my business my whole life until it becomes my business. You know, let me be honest, okay? Growing up, my mother, I never saw that, okay? My mother did not suffer domestic violence with my father or my stepfather. But I've got 3 sisters, and they all suffered domestic violence. I mean, badly, okay? But I'm little at the time. Of course, I can't do anything. But my mother always told us, don't get in between that. And I don't know if she was talking about because it's family. She said, don't get in between that because they're going to eventually make up and then they're both going to be angry with you. Okay, but I see now that as much as I loved and respected my mother, yeah, she was right in some aspects, but in another aspect, that's the wrong way to approach that because I think we're all approaching it like that. A lot of men and women are losing their lives, man, because nobody wants to get involved. It's none of your business until it becomes your business. And another reason is because a lot of y'all watching me are beating your woman. Your wife beaters, your girlfriend beaters. Or you are a victim of it and you're ashamed to talk about it. So that's why you get pushed back when you talk about stuff like that. Okay? But don't ever forget, 99.9% of my videos are for men and protecting our interests over here in the Philippines. But I felt compelled to put my perspective on record as how I feel about that other side, even though I don't talk about it. Nobody talks about it. Okay, I guess it's okay for us to come over here and run rampant over these women over here. I guess it is. My point is, if it doesn't apply to you, keep going. I mean, watch the video for the entertainment. But obviously, it does apply to you because people are getting upset about it. I don't see anything wrong with that. I clearly said in the video, the overwhelming majority of men who come here do exactly what they say they're going to do. Some men slip through the cracks. That's who I'm warning the Filipino about. And it's the same thing with the men, but we've got so many videos giving us the 411 about the Filipino. So many that there's no reason in 2025 that a man should be getting used over here. Okay? But stop with all that, oh, I'm giving away the game. Come on, man. Y'all need to grow up with that. I mean, really. Okay? What's up, Doubtful Genius? Clyde Horn says if you can't get along, get along. Because it's not a fight with a woman. It's assault in my view. Hello, Sunshine Shows community. Yeah, it goes both ways, man. I got some crazy statistics. I was looking this up, man. But I want to talk about it because we don't talk about it. It's hush. Oh, it's none of my business. You're certainly not going to see it on YouTube. A lot of you men are coming over here. You're beating your women over there. And you're beating them over here. That's why when you don't want to talk about it, you'll push back on somebody who talks about this stuff, who warns these women about y'all. Okay? You half-stepping over here. You don't got no money. You don't got the kind of money they think you got. Okay? You playing all these games, and when we turn the mirror to where it's looking at you, you looking at yourself, you get angry. I don't care. I don't make videos for you to agree with me. Keep scrolling because guess what? YouTube's going to replace your ass. Y'all better put some respect on YouTube. YouTube is here to earn money. They know people are watching my channel. If 10 of y'all leave, they're going to bring 100 because they're going to make money on every video I make. I may not, but they certainly will. Long as I keep making content, they're going to keep pushing it out there. Okay? He says, only if she's about to gravely hurt or injure you. But if that is occurring, then you should not be anywhere near that woman or that situation. Turn around and get away from that woman. Yeah. See, but the point is, I'm trying to make here Because we know the answer to that question. It's never okay to fight a woman unless it's self-defense. Okay? But if 1 in 4 women globally, worldwide, are subjected to physical and sexual abuse by their intimate partner, then a lot of us are putting that drama and that hurt on these women. Who's doing it? Nobody's going to raise their hand and say, oh, I'm guilty. Okay? But a lot of people are doing it, Calvin Williams. We know the answer should be no. Don't ever beat up a woman. You're physically big, of course. You're not doing anything. But there's men out here who do it. They're cowards. They're punks. Okay? They would never fight a man. That's one thing I've known. Whenever you run up on a man who's beating on his woman, he's a punk out in the street. He'll never fight another man or in jail or wherever. Okay? This is not going to, this video right here, this live stream, is not going to help anybody. It's not going to stop it. Okay, but at least we can talk about it. Let's talk about it. If 1 in 9 men are being physically abused, sexually abused around the world, that's a lot of men. They said the figure's really higher because it's underreported. A lot of it's unreported. We're ashamed. Societal standards and norms keep us from going to the authorities and say, hey, man, she went upside my head with that frying pan last night. Thought I was cheating. I'm not even cheating. She thought I was cheating. And then the laws and everything, I turned against the man. Y'all know how it is over there. What's up, Cisco? He said, man, you're going to piss off a lot of red flaggers. I said, yeah, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Okay? 1 in 4 women experience intimate partner physical violence, which can result in injury, rape, or even death. It's so bad. It's so bad. Here's what they say. It's considered a major public health problem. Okay? But look at the Philippine genre. You may see something in there about the 1 or 2 videos about, because I made one about when we come over here and Filipinos, you know, they're not exempt from this either. About 1 in 4 Filipinos admitted to being, you know, physically abused. About 1 in 7 married women. Okay? So we've talked about that before. This isn't anything new for real, but we don't talk about it enough. He said, define the word fight. Come on, Travis, you know what it is. See, you the guys in denial. Is it ever okay for you to kick a woman's ass? Okay, y'all don't want to talk about it till it affects you. It's affected you. You're just too embarrassed to talk about it. Your mama done been beat. Your sister done been beat. You might be beat. You done got beat. Okay, it's too many people suffering from this for people to be quiet about it. Like, this isn't nothing new. Okay, it just got me pissed off because you got cowards like that. You know, the police get the call, my daughter's being drugged across the parking lot by her. That's some old young punk. Luckily, somebody didn't say, oh, it's none of my business, and pulled the shade down and shut the window. No, they did the right thing. They called the police. And that's what most of us need to be doing. Okay? It says globally, 38% of all murders of women are committed by intimate partners. But y'all want to be crickets about this or push back. Oh, you're giving away the game, Cal. No, I'm not. What's up, Big J64? What's up, T. Williams? He said restrained by self-defense only. Yeah, no striking. So then I make a video warning Filipinas about what to look for in foreign men coming over here, because we're not all the prize, guys, okay? Don't put me in the same basket with some of these sorry MFs, because I see it with my own eyes. I've been over here a whole lot longer than y'all have, and I just calling it like I see it. And people get mad when I do that. I'm not popular. I don't make these videos for popularity or for you to like me. 99% of my videos protect men and our interests over in the Philippines, but 100% of my pushback, my hate, my trolls, and everything are men. Make that make sense to me. So I make one video, one in the Filipina, and here y'all come. Y'all need to grow up. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not giving away the game. I'm helping somebody's daughter, maybe. But you got to understand, Filipinos aren't going to watch that video. But I want to go on record with my perspective, how I really feel about it. They don't care. Are you breathing? Do you got money? That's all they want to know. They don't give a damn if you drinking. They don't give a damn if you beat every woman you had before you met her. But I'm going to put it on record. I'm going down on record and saying, look, ladies, if you really care, like y'all say y'all do, if it's not all about money, like y'all say it's not, and you're looking for this type of man and that type of man, well, here's some information that can help you. But they're not paying attention to that video, okay? That video should get a whole lot more views than it is, but they don't care. 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Are you breathing? Do you got money? Can you buy me rice 3 times a day? And they overlook these red flags at their own risk. A lot of women over here are getting used and abused by foreigners, okay? Let's put it out there. Since nobody else going to tell you, go on them popular vloggers and listen to that old sugar-coated bullshit. Is it okay to date a single mother or not? How many videos we got to listen to that? How many times are you having sex every week? What are Filipinos like in bed? Where to find Filipinas? Red flags about Filipinas. Age gap. I hold myself to a higher standard than that. I can't get away with it. Y'all treat me like I'm Ed Bradley, like I'm a real journalist. I'm out here trying to interview black men, which, by the way, every black man has a story that's going to continue. You don't have a pushback against the hungry Syrian. That's his YouTube name. He got millions of views and subscribers. The hungry Syrian or the Filipina P. The Filipina P. But if I say black man, y'all have a damn fit. Y'all need to grow up, man. There's a popular vlogger out here. He's been around a lot longer than me. He's a big vlogger, the Black Filipino. But I call it every black man has a story, and you all up in my comments talking about don't bring that racist crap over here to the Philippines. Kiss my ass, okay? I'm just telling you. What's up, Adrian? He says, you keep it buck, though. F being popular. That's right. Man, if I was on here to be popular, it's not working, guys. It's not working, okay? Because the same exact people I'm trying to help are the ones who hate on me, who the ones file false charges against me. But I don't do it for popularity, okay? Because I know I'm helping people. I want people to be able to relate to the life I'm living over here. And it shows. It's very few vloggers over here who have the connection with their audience that I do. That you're not welcome in their houses, guys. Okay? You don't even know where they live. They don't want to be bothered with you. Maybe I should have played that sort of game. Maybe my views would be up. Maybe I'd have more subscribers if I mistreated y'all and disrespected y'all like these vloggers do. Because it seems to be working for them. You don't even know where they live. You better not knock on their door. You better not ask them for help. You certainly ain't going to sit at their table and eat. I took money that I earned from this YouTube channel and built a guest house for y'all if you're ever in San Carlos City. Why am I bringing all this stuff up? Because I make one video, one in Filipinas, about the red flags they're overlooking with foreign men, and now I'm giving up the game. What's up, Blizzard of Bros? He said, I tried to make that video, no traction. Try to get Filipinos to make it too, no go. Yeah. Because they don't care. They're serving their sister. on a silver platter to us men. You would expect that out of the foreign man to do it. But the Filipina to do it, yeah, she's doing it. She doesn't have one video saying, hey, look, here's what you need to look for in these foreign men coming over here, because all of them are not, don't have your best interest at hand. A lot of them are just coming over here fucking you, putting babies in you, abusing you. Okay? That's all they're doing. But y'all don't want to hear that because I'm stepping on people's toes. Well, I'm sorry. Okay? And it's not going to help anybody. It's not going to stop anything. But I'm on record. Because a lot of these women and men, a lot of us are suffering from this domestic abuse. Most of my stories are horror stories about men who are being abused over here. Okay, so then I make one video saying, hey, there's another side to that. Omar Bryan says, in this generation, most males aren't mature enough. They're confused, even with their identity. Real men don't even get in the kind of situation. So no, it's not okay. Yeah. There's a lot of truth in what you're saying, but even the grown men are immature, Omar. Far too many of us. Okay? It's rampant. It's rampant. All you got to do is go into these comment sections, man. These are grown-ass men. Okay? Making these childish-ass comments, making videos about other people and all of that stuff. One guy, I erased his comment. He said, yeah, your daughter got beat up. Maybe she was talking too much. See? You see what I'm saying? Mr. McStroke Vision says it depends on the scenario. If you can get away, then I suggest you leave. If it's life and death, then I would advise any human being to choose self-preservation, period. Yeah. But my point is, I just want to talk about it. Is there anything wrong with that? Can't we have a conversation about it, guys? Because everybody that follows my channel, my core group of men who follow this channel and support it, is it ever okay for a man to fight a woman? Not in my book, unless it's self-defense. Okay? But we don't even talk about it. Okay? They're saying, according to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in 4 women experience intimate partner physical violence. That's physical violence and sexual violence from their intimate partner, which can result in injury, rape, or even death. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of women. Somebody's doing it. Okay? Then it says about 1 in 9 men experience intimate partner violence. It is found that around 28% of men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner during their lifetime. Okay, 28% of us. Okay? The woman done fought you, man. I've got scratches where, being falsely accused of doing stuff. Having my clothes cut up and set on fire. That's domestic violence, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? I just want to talk about it because we don't talk about it. How can you have a whole genre that's focused on relationships? Foreign men coming over here, getting involved in relationships with Filipinos, but you don't talk about the elephant in the room. You act like that your relationship's not going to have the same problems that all other relationships have around the world. That if you're beating women over there, you're going to come over here and beat women. You're not going to magically get off that plane and all of a sudden dwarf into this Christian guy. See, it gets crickets when we talk about real life stuff. Y'all want to stay stuck in fantasy. Okay? Hiding behind all that bullshit. It's a lot of men watching my videos who are beating women. We're saying, cut it out, man. That's all we're saying. Seek some help. There's help out there for anger issues and stuff like that. Otherwise, man, she's going to retaliate. Somebody's going to retaliate. But let's let's go on because there's some staggering statistics in this. Okay? For a whole genre to be built around relationships that we never talk about this. Said according to the WHO, violence against women, particularly intimate partner violence and sexual violence, is a major public health problem and a violation of women's human rights. Damn. Is it that bad? Yeah, that's why y'all don't want to talk about it. He said those saying you giving away the game are trying to get over on people. Yeah, if it doesn't affect you, then keep going. Okay? Evidently, it's bothering you. You're fighting somebody. Or somebody's fighting you. He says a man should never raise his hands to a woman. Unless it's in self-defense to get her off me. Because women, man, it's a lot of horror stories where women are killing men. I've done videos before. I try to touch on the stuff, but it's not enough because to keep y'all interested. All y'all want to talk about is this woman over here. Now realize that she's abusing men over here. She's getting abused over here. A lot of women we're dealing with over here have been abused. They're dealing with PTSD from the poverty, from the abuse from the man, just from the day-to-day living, but you don't want to hear about it. You think there's some magical woman over here. These women aren't from outer space. Okay? And then it says, globally, about 1 in 3 women worldwide have been subjected to either physical and or sexual intimate partner violence or non-partner sexual violence in their lifetime. He said most of this violence is intimate partner violence that we doing to our partners, our living partners, our husbands and wives. Okay? Because it says domestic violence affects men, though it is often less reported. So yeah, I make a video, hey Filipinos, watch out for this. And watch out for that. And y'all don't want to hear it. You won't even click on it. Not realizing that video can help you. Because I don't want to be around a man with any of them that's doing any of that nonsense. I like to be, it's all about character. That's what the video's all about, but it went over your head. Okay, I'm not giving away the game. These women aren't paying attention to that. Are you breathing? Do you got some kind of money? Okay, can you feed me 3 times a day? Okay? That's all they're worried about over here. And it's a shame. Because that's what the guy said. He said, Cal, they only want us for our money. I said, yeah, they can overlook these red flags at their own risk. And many Filipinos have at the cost of their lives. Just Google it. I challenge you to do it. Filipino killed by a foreign husband. Or a foreigner killed by his Filipino wife. But you always want to stay stuck in fantasy all the damn time. You don't really know the red flags because they're not really going to tell you the red flags of these women you're dealing with over here. Okay? Now he says, okay, look. Now listen to this. This is D7. And this is what you're dealing with out here in the real world. See, because when you talk about this stuff, people come out of the woodwork. Talk about race. They're going to come out of the woodwork. Okay? He says, I'm sorry for the women who actually suffer this. But we need to be honest and admit that most women knew the man was abusive before he abused her. They choose to date the guy anyway. That's bullshit. You a damn lie. There a woman go into a relationship to get abused. You a damn lie. And I tell you that to your face. There a woman going into no relationship to be abused, volunteering for that stuff. Now you're talking about after they've been together and they keep going back to the man. Yeah, that's something else. Well, oh, I knew he was an abuser before I started, before I married him. Get off my channel with that foolishness. That's the stuff that keeps spreading this stuff. Because YouTube ain't going to do nothing but replace you. All these guys, oh, I'm unsubscribing. I'm going to stop watching your channel. Well, go ahead, you stupid, sorry-ass fool. YouTube is in the business of earning money. They're going to replace you. You're not hurting my feelings. I learned that a long time ago. Hey, Discerning Dash, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, men that can't control their emotions are dangerous. No men should hit women. We are physically stronger. Men that hit women aren't gentlemen. Yeah, they aren't men to me. It's one thing that I can say I've never done. Now, it's verbal abuse and all that. Have I called women names and we've argued and stuff like that? Yeah, I'm not perfect, but physically, no. But yeah, you're right. I mean, because I was raised by a woman. I was raised around women. I had 3 sisters, but they were all victims of domestic violence. I'm talking about real serious domestic violence. When I was 10 years old, my sister, who's 10 years older than me, she graduated from Union College. Look that up. She's mega successful. She's retired now. But she married a guy. He played basketball for Union College. But one day she woke up and said, I don't want to be married again. Well, he lost his mind, started stalking her. And then he kidnapped her, beat her, raped her, and was going to kill both of them, right? He eventually joined the military and killed himself. My sister got away she was very fortunate. I can remember that like it was yesterday. He's sending my mother pictures of my sister tied up, naked, tied up in a chair. Hey, Blizzard Bro, thanks for that super chat. He said they're exposing themselves in the chat. This is why I say a separation is needed. Yeah, see, when you talk about sensitive stuff like this, they can't help themselves, Blizzard Bro. They're going to come out of the woodwork. They're going to say, well, why am I saying every black man has a story? Because I'm a black man. That's what you see when you see me, a black man. That's what you call me. But you don't have a problem with the hungry Syrian or the Filipina P or the black Filipino. But if I say every black man has a story, you got a problem with it. Why you want to bring that race over here? No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. He said, your mom was right. I helped my sister one day. Me and my older brother, we went and beat her boyfriend up for her. He came back and shot at us. You know what she did? She stayed with him, so F all that. Well, you can almost be sure that he was beating her ass even more. Okay, certainly after y'all beat him up. Okay, they didn't solve anything. I said my mother was wrong, in a sense. Okay, I don't know if she was just talking about family, but it doesn't stop anything. The abuse is going to keep happening. Something has to be done. Hey, Discerning Dash, thanks for that super chat. He said, most domestic violence cases, women starts to fight by verbal abuse. Men are stronger, so we use fists. First abused women should leave. If not, he eventually will kill her. Yeah, see, we're not going to get into, pointing fingers because every situation is different. Some men are just cowards, Discerning Dash, and they fight these women. The woman may not do something that they want the woman to do. Okay? Hey, Elat Makata, thank you for that super chat. She said, I love you, Cal. Just passing through. Remember, I'm incredibly proud of you as a human being. But thank you so much, Elat. I wish I could have you on here and get a woman's point of view. Because we won't even talk about it, guys. That's what's so crazy about it. Hey, Dad Master Ricky, welcome to the fourth quarter, man. Thank you for your support. We won't even talk about it. If these numbers are anywhere near being correct, a lot of people are getting abused. You're probably getting abused watching this video. Or you've been a part of it, but it's none of your business. He says, I'd rather make love than war. Yeah, we all would. He said, hard to disagree. No, I'm disagreeing with that. Okay? I'm disagreeing with what he said. That's a lie. Women do not volunteer for that stuff, man. You can't agree with him. Wrong said a father's worst fear is a daughter getting abused. Yeah. That's right. I mean, me and a hunters, okay? Even if you don't even like to see your daughter's boyfriend fooling around, but at least he's not beating on her. Cisco says, if it doesn't apply to you, why are you mad about someone calling out abusing men? Yeah. He said that was a good video about the red flag for foreigners. Hey, thank you, man. I'm glad you could appreciate it because it can help men. I don't hang around men like that. Okay? But I'm telling you what I'm seeing over here. Okay? And 99.9% of the videos I make are to protect men and our interests in the Philippines. I make one video, Montel, and they lose their minds. I'm giving away the game. I'm not giving away the game. Because I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. But who better for it to come from than me? Okay? I played that game, but not over here at home. I used to play the game, but hell, I was in my 20s and 30s. I'm 61 now, running 62. Hey, he says, Isaac Patterson. He says, yo, Cal, what's good? I touched down Manila on 3-5, man. Hey, welcome. The meet and greet is February 15th on Saturday, guys. Come on, man, show up. It's going to be some great people there at Bimbo's Sports Bar and Grill in Lapu-Lapu from 12 to 4. He said, Dad Master Ricky says, I just finished watching the video. Good stuff right there. 9 more days till I return to the Philippines. I can't wait. I know you can't, man. I talked to a great guy today, David, who happened to be a white man. He just happened to be a white guy. Y'all take this race stuff, man, too far. He was a great guy. He said, Cal, I came here, he's talking about February of 2023, and then he said he went to a couple of places, but then he went to see a woman in Calatrava. Then he came to St. Carlos City. He said he fell in love with it. He said, I like it here. I want to kick back and relax. I don't want all the drama and stuff that goes on in those big cities. I didn't come to the Philippines for that. I said, man, don't you know I just had a video talking about that? Hey, Cisco, thanks for that super chat, man. He said, Cal, having a child suffer like that is a nightmare. I hope talking through this terrible situation is therapeutic. Standing with you on this one. Hey, thank you, man, because I know you said your daughter had suffered that. It is therapeutic. We do have to talk about it. We have to share that pain, man, because it's painful. Imagine the police gets the call that my daughter's getting dragged across the parking lot. I don't want to hear stuff like that by her hair. And the man's beating her on his sorry ass. When they get there, the police, he's telling this to my oldest daughter. He said, my daughter's covered with blood, the man's covered with blood, and the rental car's covered with blood. Well, how do you think that makes me feel over here? I can't help even if I wanted to. Confident voice speak. What I've got a vlog. I've got a platform. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. I don't have to talk about where to find the nicest Filipinas, who's best of the province girl, the city girl. That stuff not going to help you, man. You're not going to learn any more from those videos than you will your first 5 minutes off the plane over here. Ask Dive Master Ricky or anybody who's been over here for any considerable period of time. That's all entertainment. Okay, but what you're going to run into is women who've been abused over here. And they've abused men over here. That's what you're going to run into over here. That's the real life information I'm giving you today. See, women aren't from outer space. We don't take enough time to get to know the women. You don't know who you sleeping with. You don't know who you having a baby with, who you marrying, who you taking back to your country. It's impossible for you to know that. Okay? You don't spend enough time with her. Then when she gets over there and starts acting crazy, you're going to blame it on the Philippines or all Filipinas. Hey, Confident Boy Speaks. Thanks for that super chat. He says, I was listening to a female YouTuber, and she said that our music and culture promotes violence because that is what the elites want to portray, black, brown, poor, white people. She's got a lot of point. She makes a great point there. But see, a lot of the older guys, they don't listen to that crowd. You're right with this new generation. Women are bitches, you know, and you're only supposed to treat them a certain way. They beneath you, and all this manosphere. We're in the tough guy era. It's supposed to be the soft. They got the tough guy era and the soft guy era. You belong to one or the other. There's no in between if you're a young man nowadays. Either women are beneath you and they footstools, and you're supposed to walk all over them, or they're supposed to take care of you. Okay? It's all effed up teaching. It's all effed up information. Okay? Knowing good and well you ain't gonna want nobody stepping on your mama, or your daughter, or your sister. Well, this is somebody else's mama, daughter, and sister. He said, my job is to protect. What's up, Michael Alexander? Yeah. He said, yeah, turn around and walk right in the other direction. Trey Money said she shouldn't have touched my grandmother. She caught the business. Well, that's sort of like a self-defense. You were protecting your grandmother. Okay? But it's guys who are walking around thinking they're tough guys because they beat up on a woman, and we hang around with them. They're our friends. They're our neighbors. They're our co-workers because it's none of my business. You hear a man beating his girlfriend, you put the shade down and shut your window. Ain't none of my business. Let them handle it themselves. You won't even call the police. We done took that too far, man. That's why the shit's going on. When Confident Voice Speaks talk about our music, well, it's not just our music that promotes culture. It's that penitentiary mentality that promotes violence. How many killers is walking around in my neighborhood in Louisville, Kentucky right now because people won't turn them in, thinking they doing something wrong? Turn that cocksucker in before he kills somebody else. Anton says, my girlfriend was abusive to me. It took me a while to get over it. I've never hit a woman. Yeah, see? But you're just not sharing your story because we're talking about it. You should put her name out there because somebody's going to come behind you and date that same woman. Yeah, we're doing that over here. Even though I tell you, look, don't deal with these women that already dealt with a foreigner. They've been abused, okay? They've been tampered with. They're toxic now. Y'all won't listen. Now somebody's going to come behind you, Anton, and have to deal with that toxic situation because you won't come forward and say, hey, look, here's her name, here's where she live over here. She's abusing me. If you see her on the dating site, keep going, guys. She's trouble. Brandon Williams says they for sure will not fight another man in life. Yeah, straight up punks. Absolutely. You already know. I've never seen a man who's beating on a woman, including my sister's boyfriends and husbands, who was some tough guy in the street. He said women definitely can catch physical discipline. Well, what do you mean? What's the definition of physical discipline? If she don't do what you say, you gonna beat her down. Okay, if you tell her, hey, honey, go down there and pay the electric bill. She said, well, I'll do it tomorrow. You gonna beat her down, man. Is that what you talking about? You don't even have self-discipline. And you talking about giving somebody physical discipline. You don't even have self-restraint. But you holding her to a higher standard than you hold yourself. He said, see, that's the issue, Cal. It's not a lot of men. It's the same men that are fighting the women. And then she goes back to him. But you're talking about something different. I agree with you there. That they end up going back. But if a woman meets a man and she knows he's an abuser, she's not going to date him, man. That's what you said in your first comment. I agree with you right here. This is what I was saying. Okay? But there's no women going into those relationships knowing that the man is an abuser. I got to push back against that. That's a lie. They're not volunteering for that ass whooping, man. There's some of the saddest stories that you'll ever want to read. When these Filipinos go back to these countries with these men and they end up dead. You tell me they volunteered for that knowing that the man was crazy. There's red flags that you can look for, but they're bypassing them. They're overlooking them. And then if a Filipino, see, Marilyn's got a great idea. She said, honey, it's her word. Let me do it. Let me go out here and talk to the women. I'm going to let her do it. Who dealt with foreigners, who no longer with them for one reason or another, so they can tell us what the red flags are. That was just my point of view. But they'll never do it. So they're not helping anybody. Same with us, Anton. You have a bad experience, share that, man, so we don't have to go through it. But these women, they're not sharing that stuff. All they're talking about is Filipino commercials. All these infomercials. Selling these women to these men. Not one of them, man. I mean, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected. You should be telling these women, your sisters over here, the red flags to look for. And that every man that comes over here doesn't have her best interest. All you worried about is clicks and money. I can't respect that. I'm not on here for clicks and I'm not on here to be popular. But I'm in a partnership with YouTube. So as long as I keep making videos, YouTube's going to push them out there. Because YouTube's in the business of earning money. They make money on every video I put out there, even when I don't. Okay? But I don't make these videos to be popular. It's not working. I'm not popular. I don't do it for views. I don't get views, man. I listen to the same videos y'all listen to. Those people are popular. That's why you click on it. You're not learning anything. It's not entertaining. I don't see how you can't even sit there for 3 minutes. First of all, they're not talking to me. Okay? He said, what did they do to get beat? Well, see, we don't know. We're just saying, Carl, because he's saying a woman is, you know, physical discipline. We're just saying, is it ever okay? If you follow me, you know the answer to that. It's no, really. Unless it's self-defense, Carl. Okay? It was no self-defense when the man beat my daughter. He had a gun. I hope the police would have said, if you're going to kill somebody, kill his ass. He's got a gun. Okay? There was no self-defense. He's just, my daughter must not have done something he wanted her to do. So he thinks, oh, I'm physically bigger than her. I can beat her. My daughter's about 5'2", 5'3", 110 pounds on her best day. Okay? What's up, Alpina R? He said, my father told me and taught me, growing up numerous times, never to put your hand on a woman unless it's self-defense. Pop said if you feel like you have to put hands on her, you don't need her. Yeah, but see, love, man, love and lust and infatuation and euphoria would do a whammy on our thinking. We think we own these women, and the women think they own us. So it's not enough to just walk away. You didn't invested all those years, all that money. You need some anger management, or somebody needs to kick your ass. Or they should have a special place in the penitentiary for people like that. You know, they got mandatory sentences for drug dealers. They need to have mandatory sentences for women beaters and man beaters. Okay? Keep on letting these people out to repeat it again. Eventually he kills the woman or the woman kills the man. I just saw the other day where the woman was getting abused. Okay? The sister or somebody called the police, come and get the woman, lock her up, then let her out. She goes back over there and kills the lady. She shot at the woman and missed. How in the world was you able to get out, lady? The same day, went right back over there and killed the lady. That's what's going on. He says, I ain't going to jail for that. I got lots going on. That's right. He said, there are a lot of punks nowadays in this world. They are. They talk tough, man. But they're not going to do anything. I was watching that when they told me about that DC airplane crash. And the guy that Trump just now, all of his appointees, they're tough guys. They talk real tough, right? I'm like, dude, you just got on the job. Why don't you show some type of compassion or something to the people? He's talking tough. Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Dude, you ain't going to bust a grape for real. You're not going to bust a grape. Hey, guys, get the thumbs up, man. Come on, give me some support. Yeah, Rick Jones, that you won the live stream today with that. There are a lot of punks nowadays in this world. Certainly with this internet. Yeah, they hide behind these profile pics and stuff like that. They talk a tough game. Yeah, he said that my ex-wife hit my grandmother and I turned it. Yeah, well, see, that's different. That's self-defense. You're defending your grandmother. I'd have jumped in and helped you. Beat her ass. R says, Calvin, every woman I would. He says, Calvin, every woman I went with was about 26. Either she said she was raped or felt assaulted, and only one reported it, and I probably met over 100 a year. Oh, okay. He said, every woman I met. Yeah. But see, we don't even look for that R when we come over here. If she drops her jaws, we're in there. We just want the tune up. A lot of us don't even do a self-assessment, man, before we talk about moving overseas. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You don't know what kind of condition you in when you get over here. You walking into danger because you're blinded by all that foolishness going on in your head, all that noise going on in your head. You ain't even looking for the red flags. With all the information that's going on in the world, we live in the age of information. It's not going to help you. I was reading a book called The Compound Effect. He said what we need is a new game plan. And that's what I'm telling you when you come over here. All them videos you watching, they ain't going to help you not one bit. Only when they tell you what the weather's like over here. And how much your Airbnb costs. But all that other stuff, you need a game plan. You need a new one. Better than the one we're using. Meeting the girl online, talking to her for a few weeks or months, meeting her at the airport, and then moving in together. Now, you need a new game plan. That one's not working, guys. It's not working. I'm sorry. Hey, Philippine Paradise, say, thank God you in the Philippines now, Cal. Yeah, because I'm a nonviolent person, but you can push me there. He pushed me there. I see why a lot, man, look, okay, this is a domestic violence case. Happened about 30 years ago. I won't say his name, but he was a popular photographer in Louisville, Kentucky. Everybody went to him for their business. Graduation, marriage, everything for their babies, right? So him and his wife, they get a divorce. Well, the wife keeps pushing his buttons. Brings the new husband around and everything. Won't let him see the child. They had a son together. Well, he snapped. Now, I'm not justifying what he did because he's out of jail now. He did like 30 years. But he killed the woman and he shot the man 7 times. The man miraculously lived. My point is, he was a nonviolent guy, didn't have any police record, no trouble with the law at all, had a successful photography business. But you can be pushed to that. Okay? And when my daughter tells me, yeah, this man is dragging my daughter across the parking lot by her hair, she's covered in blood. You're a dead man if I'm there. I don't care. I spend the rest of my life in jail. I've had a good life. See? Here, Carl, I like you, man, because at least you talking real talk. I don't have to agree with you. I just said this. Here's what he said. He said, I was told long ago that whatever happens between a man and a woman is just that. Between the two of them, it's not my concern. And didn't I just say that? I said, none of my business. That's a phrase that's gotten a lot of people killed and harmed. And that's what's going on, especially in the black community. Oh, it's none of my business. We got a penitentiary mentality. Or we're afraid, or both. Well, we can see people doing bad, and we won't do anything about it. We won't call the police. We won't call the authorities. We won't say, hey, man, quit selling drugs on my corner. It's out of fear and ignorance. That's why people keep getting killed, and the violence keeps getting ramped up. A lot of those guys could be off the street right now if we made it our business. You don't want to be known as a snitch. Yeah, but you want to have a tombstone. Because the violence eventually going to touch your life, Carl. Okay? I'm telling you from somebody who knows. You can keep ignoring it all you want. Eventually it's going to knock on your door. Okay? It is your business. That's why you got that cell phone. Everybody going to know. Pick the phone up and call 911. Hey, look, man, it's a man out here beating this woman senseless out here. Okay? And if they go back together, okay, so what? You did what you were supposed to do. You stopped them for that day. I'm so thankful to the concerned citizen that called on my daughter when he or she was watching her get beat. That she didn't let the blinds down and shut her window and say, oh, it's between them two. That's bullshit. Cisco said, if you call exposing abusive men giving away game, you're telling on yourself, punk. I don't understand what they're talking about. Because that's not a game I'm playing over here. I already put you up on game. I told you the real game. Okay? Yeah, he said, Blizzard Brown said, Carl, else you must not have a daughter. Evidently. Okay, or he's lying. It won't be long. His mama will get abused, his sister, somebody's gonna get abused, his niece. And then let's let him say that. Oh, it's none of my business. You're just gonna sit there and watch your niece get beat. And then bring him to the damn barbecue the next day. Yeah, you need some physical self-discipline. Carl? He said, correct. If I have a daughter, I teach her not to get involved with bad men. Now, how you going to do that? Okay, when I'm making videos helping women and y'all pushing back against that. Okay? If a man's not spending money on himself, he's not going to spend money on the woman. My mother told us, always look at a man's shoes. And it can tell you whether he's taking care of himself or not. If he ain't got the decency enough to buy himself a good pair of shoes, he's not worth, nothing. He's certainly not going to take care of his woman. And you see these guys over here, man. The woman can see it online if she's looking. But we coming from two different worlds. Okay, to us, $1,000 a month is nothing. We can see $1,000 a month. I can look at his apartment and say, yeah, he's in one of them senior high rises with Section 8 and, $16 over food stamps every month. But she's seeing 58,000 pesos where she's got zero. So you say, hey, lady, this man ain't got no money for real. He's selling you dreams. She's not listening. What's up, Mike Dawsonville? Class says all you can do is tell people they have to act on the information sad about, but true. It is true. I wanted to go on record, Clyde, for giving my perspective. Because they can go through all my videos and say, wow, he really doesn't have not one video warning Filipinos about foreigners. All his videos is about warning foreigners about Filipinos. And then y'all say, oh, we got to look after each other. Yeah, until you have to look after each other, you're not doing it over here, guys. That's bullshit. You're not looking after each other. Oh, we got to stick together. We got to have each other's back. You don't have each other's back over here, overseas. So stop with that foolishness. That's just a bunch of words, man, you using to try to hide behind that stuff. We're not all in this together. I was fooled to think we were. 100% of my haters and the people I get to push back and the false allegations and who want to fight me and everything like that are men. Make that make sense to me when 99.9% of my videos are protecting men and our interests in the Philippines. Okay? So no, we're not in this together. Hey, Philly Boy 08, thanks for that super chat. He says some of these comments are suspect. Makes you think these guys love men more than they do women. But thank you, man. See, that's basically what I'm saying. They'll say, oh, we're supposed to look out for each other. And I'm supposed to put up with your inappropriate behavior because you're a man. When you know good and well that ain't the case when you get over here. You don't give a damn about me. You don't even give a damn about yourself. I got a core group of men I associate with, and that's it. Okay? I can't expect everybody to like me. I don't like everybody. So I don't make videos for people to like me. I don't make videos for people to be popular and to get views. If I did, it's not working. I've got a platform. That means I can talk about whatever I think is important. Today, it's domestic violence. Because some punk over there was fighting my daughter like a man. And when I saw his mugshot, I said, look at him. He's a punk. Knowing good and well he ain't going to do nothing out here in the street. Yeah, he says. And Carl asking, if your daughter got abused anyway, I guess you just be cool with it and man your own business. Yeah, see, he don't know what he's talking about. He said, I love the child. Said, maybe every fat man has a story with y'all less criticism. No, then the fat guys are coming. See, when you live in a world where, being white and being European is the norm, you don't have to say every white man has a story. When it was apparent that that's what he was doing, he was telling the story of every white man he came across. He wasn't telling the story of black men. It wasn't every man. It was every white man. You might have a few black stories sprinkled in there over 5 years. Okay? But I think that's ridiculous. I think it's immature for people to push back on something like that. when Barack Obama in 2008 became the first black president, then nobody pushed back against that. Why wasn't he just the president? He was eventually, but he was the first black president. Okay, if I was to become the first, whatever, black person to do something, that's gonna be the headline. It's not gonna be he's the first man to do something. You hear him talking about the NFL is 100 years old or something, right? About 100 years old. They're still talking about black quarterbacks. Y'all just being immature. Immaturity has run rampant in the West. Come watch Filipina P, but last night her latest vlog appeared on my feed. 84,000 views in one day. Yet these pricks pick on Cal. Yeah, because she's popular though. I'm not popular. I don't have a pussy. If I had a pussy, I'd have more views. You know, but those videos, I watch the same videos y'all watch. They're no more entertaining than any of the other ones. But she's popular, okay? And she's a woman. Patrick said the most important thing is not to get too excited. You know, love makes you do strange things, though, Patrick. See? That's the thing. When you captured by that love, man, or what you call love, and the woman's ready to, she don't want you anymore. That's what happened to my sister. And you feel like there's nothing to live for. You can't, that sounds good. But nobody trains us like that. Has your father ever set you down? Because mine didn't. Nobody, not even my mother. My mother and father never even talked to me about sex. They never even talked to me about relationships at all. I learned everything from y'all. But has anybody ever told you how to handle a breakup and what you're going to go through and all that, man? If they did, man, you're the exception. We don't know how to handle this stuff because, okay, how are you going to know if you never experienced it? The woman you're laying next to right now is the one's going to hurt you the worst. Especially if you care for her, if you love and care for her. Because nobody loves the same. Okay? You may still be loving her and her love and dropped off or whatever it is. So now it's time to break up. You still love her. And all you got is visions of her with some other man. And everything y'all do together, you see them doing together, and you go crazy. You're going to get excited because you don't know how to act. But I had a history of nonviolence my whole life. That's why I didn't snap when my wife was poking me. She was provoking me, man. She wanted me, my American wife. My Filipino wife didn't do anything like that. Okay? But my American wife did everything to me to make me snap. I should have snapped. But because I had a history, okay, of nonviolence, I didn't react violently. I was this close, though. Somebody snapped me out of it. A friend of mine said, Cal, I see it in you, man. You get ready to do something crazy. You need to get out of here, dude. He told me that. Otherwise, I'd be either dead or in jail. Hey, John, he said, no, brother Cal, just stay on point and keep walking your straight and narrow path. This is where your strength, blessings, and protection lie. Yeah, man, I'm not going to let anybody change me, man. I'm who I am. They know where to find all that cringy stuff. It's there. I watch the same videos y'all watch. They come across my feed. YouTube does that. I see that stuff. I can't get away with it, John. They hold me to a higher standard, and I hold myself to a higher standard. I mean, I've been around for over 4 years. If I was to make a video, I saw Old Dog, New Tricks, and Mike Philippine Retirement. And, both of these are successful YouTubers. They're popular, though. They can make a video yesterday like they did. Do you is it okay to date a Filipino, a single mother or not? See, if I make a video like that, they're going to say, oh, you're running out of content. Okay? That's what they're going to say. Oh, y'all keep talking about the same thing over and over, but yet that video has over 20-some thousand views. Okay? And what did they teach you in that video that you didn't already know? Okay? And most of our views are coming from our returning viewers. Okay? Sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's 60-40. Y'all watching the same crap over and over. Okay? But when somebody talks to you about real life stuff, you won't click on it. Something that's going to help you. Hey, Izzy and Chris, he said, did David abuse Rose or did Rose abuse David? I don't know. I don't know their situation. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not going to speculate. From what I saw, she took good care of him. She had a whole lot more patience than what we've got. That's a fact. Okay? Hey, Jerry Lefevre, he said, Cal, you're the real thing. I wish you many more years of success. Hey, thank you, man. That's all I am. I just try to talk about real life stuff, Jerry. I know y'all get tired of that stuff. How many times does a Filipino wipe our ass? And all that stuff. It's on there. I get it, man, but damn. And, you want to see a Filipina bikini. Well, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. Okay, you're only scratching the surface with these women you're seeing online. Okay, I told you this on my last live stream. You have to come over here to really see the stunners, to really see the beautiful women. They're not online, guys. They're not interviewing them. They're not vloggers. They're just over here minding their own business, going to school, going to work, in the province, at the marketplace. I'm telling you that. Watch this other stuff for entertainment. Don't sit there hanging on every word. They're not telling you what's really going on over here. Hey, Ajima's World, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, here's a gift for me to help with your daughter's medical bill. Hey, thank you, man. But she's got a child, so she's got that. What do they got over there? I know when I was growing up, my mother had the medical, what do they call it? My mother used to get that in the mail. Had everybody's name on it. When you go to the clinic, she gave them that. She's got something, Medicaid, I guess. But thank you, man. I'll send that to her. I'm going to, the 45% that YouTube takes, I'm not going to matter. I'm going to send her the $50. I'm going to send it to her today. Thank you, Ajima. Appreciate it, brother. But yeah, you're not getting any real information from them damn channels, man. Come over here. Then you're going to see the real Philippines. Mike Dawsonville says, I really like that every black man has a story. On behalf of all black men, thank you, brother. But thank you, man. I'm just telling stories. Everybody, okay, can benefit from these stories. These are stories you're not hearing. It's just like the NBA or the NFL. Okay, everybody's benefiting from those black athletes out there and white ones and Asians and whatever it is. It's not just black people enjoying Lamar Jackson, doing all the stuff he's doing, and Michael Jordan and all that. It's the same with every black man has a story. It's just these immature men who can't get past that. It's like, why does that bother you? You're a race denier. Golden Gate said, Cal, we appreciate what you do. Some of the nitty-gritty you shared combined with insight from members of the chat have got me focused with a real plan to get off the hamster wheel. Keep preaching. Yeah, see, put some respect on this chat and the men who come to this chat, because it's a lot of information in here. It's a lot of great guys, man, who are successful in any right. Okay? They've been where you trying to go. It's not just me on here talking. I got to keep it going. He said Cal's daughter was brutally attacked, and some dudes are in here defending and minimizing abusive men. Y'all sick punks. Yeah. But because it hasn't happened to them. Or maybe they're the abuser. Cisco. What's up, Gary T? He said, greetings from San Francisco. Thoughts and prayers for your daughter. Thoughtful blog about Filipina beware. Got some really sick assholes out there. That blog could help save someone, brother, man. Yeah, I just want to go on record for making that and saying, you know, I do care. I do see both sides of it. I can't stay stuck on that side. I wasn't even going to do it, Gary. I promise you. I said, I'm going to stay in my lane. But I'm going to put it out there, hoping and praying that one of these Filipino vloggers would pick up on it and do it. No, they're never going to do it. They're never going to do it. And it's a shame that they won't. Because they don't want to offend you. They don't want to offend you. See, they're not like me. They don't care. I don't care if you get offended. I know you're a grown-ass man. You're eventually going to get over it. They don't want to offend you because you're going to stop sending super chats. You're going to stop clicking on the videos and all that. And PayPal and all of that. Not realizing that the women you're swooning over don't even scratch the surface. The women, I'm going online, I'm saying this, I'm going on record saying this. Every Filipino vlogger, every last one of them, okay, they're 3s, 4s, and 5s compared to the regular women over here. Okay, I said that, and you can tell them I said it. Okay, y'all swooning over women that got 4 kids and all that. Because y'all armchair bros. Okay, you don't know any better. You're never coming over here. Okay, I get it. You're financing this whole operation. I'm not knocking you, but I'm saying stay in your lane, man. Y'all don't know what's really going on over here. And when somebody tries to put you up on game, you push back. I'm trying to put you up on the game. That's all I'm saying. Y'all not listening, though. He said, reminder, thumbs up alert. Has everyone clicked the thumbs up? Big Love says, I'm getting in late. Hey, Cal and everybody here. As a father, I can feel your pain with regard to your child, Cal. Keep it together, bro. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm talking about this. See, I'm like everybody else. I went to sleep. It's none of my business. But if you keep saying that, eventually it's going to knock on your door. This man beat my daughter so bad, I promise you I'd be in jail right now. The minute he got out, I'd be in jail. I see the anger. Now, I understand the anger of parents when they see learn their kids get assaulted by these priests and different things like that. Then they go kill the priests. And I understand that now. Because that's what my mindset was. As the information's getting relayed to me. I'm seeing my daughter there. Like, she's not of the streets, man. She don't know nothing about what's really going on out there. You know, Carl talking about, yeah, he would warn his girl about bad men. You don't know. Until the other guy, D7, claimed that these women are signing up for this ass whooping. That's not true. He says, Allo, he said, yeah, you old heads don't understand the new dating field. Now, you young guys haven't even learned it yet. What is the new dating field? What is it? Tell us. Okay, enlighten us, Allo, with your brilliance. But you sitting way over there, you're an armchair bro. But enlighten us, man. Put us up on it. Don't just come on here and say we don't understand. Put us up on game, man. Come on. He said, yeah, let's make this an exposure moment. They've already exposed themselves. Talking about women are signing up for ass whooping. said they going with me and knowing that they're abusers. That's not true. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. There's no way my sister or my daughter is going to go with a man knowing he's going to beat them bloody like that. Y'all are crazy. You should go back and read that slowly, D7. Women aren't signing up for that. Matt Bassett, what's up? He said, true story. I grew up with a single mother. My dad beat her when he was drunk. He passed out on the couch and she broke both his legs with a Louisville slugger. Yeah. See? Now you saw it from both ends. It had to affect you. It had to have affected you, Matt, for you to see your parents fighting like that. You know, it probably let you know, awakened you to the real world. It's a lot of that going on, man. They saying, look, okay, I'm going to read this again for the people in the back who didn't hear it. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in 4 women experience intimate partner physical violence, which can result in injury, rape, or even death. That's a lot of women, man. Somebody's doing this. Okay? They're not just showing up at the police station with 2 black eyes, broken legs, and all that. A gunshot wound in the back of the damn head. Okay? It said that it's become a major public health problem for women. A violation of their human rights. Like, damn. But we only talk about it in hushed tones. Whisper, that's none of my business, Carl S. says. When he hears his neighbor beating his wife's ass, he just shuts the door and locks it and says, none of my business. Let somebody else call the police. Blizzard Brown said, yeah, my sister didn't sign up for her ex to shoot her in the chest just because he got caught cheating. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's the craziest statement I've been on YouTube 4.5 years. I've been having live streams for about 4 years. That's the craziest statement. He said that women know these men are abusers and they choose to date them anyway. Man, how crazy is that? Hey, Isaiah Allen said, Cal, my apologies if this question appears as if I'm trolling you. This is a genuine question, but when should one shut up and mind their own business or say something if you see something out there? Every time. Okay? If you see a woman getting beat down, man, in the street, just pick up your damn cell phone and call 911 and say, hey, this man's over. I don't give a damn if it is her husband. You gonna stop it for that one time. I'm not gonna mind my own business, man, when it comes to that. Okay? Other shit like drug selling, and I ain't gonna call the police on somebody selling drugs because there's a demand for that. But if you shooting somebody and killing them, if you beating somebody's ass, I'm calling the police. Call me a snitch. I don't care. I'm calling. Okay? Y'all are crazy out there. That's what's wrong with our communities, man. It's too many murderers walking around out there. Y'all afraid. Izzy and Chris said, my neighbor has 2 American sponsors. Her Filipino boyfriend has a nice Nmax. Yeah. You know, see, we talk about this all the time, though, Izzy and Chris. I'm glad you brought this up. Because 99.9% of my videos are to protect men and our interests over here. So now I make one video that says, hey, Philippines, here's some red flags you can look at. Now I'm giving away the game, they say. Oh, don't give away the game, Cal. Huh? Okay? There's no reason, with all the information out there, Izzy and Chris, that we should be sending any money over here, that we should be getting abused over here the way we are. But it's just like the guy said, Clyde. He said, sadly, you can tell people this till you blue in the face. They have to act in order for things to change. Some men don't want to change. Okay? They like the little peep show they're getting online that the woman's doing. They call it phone sex over here. Internet sex, whatever they call it over here. Where she gets in front of the camera and rolls around a few times, opens up her legs and all that. Maybe bend over and spread her cheeks. He likes that. So he's going to keep on sending money over here. I was talking to David today, the guy I told you I met over there, the nice guy. I was telling him. He said, that's the only thing I can't, he said, I really can't get this through my mind, Cal, even though I've heard you and others say it so many times about taking care of the woman over here. He said, that's my only problem. But now that he's over here, he gets it. He sees the poverty. He sees the struggle. Okay, he sees that nobody else has money but him. Now he understands it. That's what you guys like Aloe and all these tough guys from the tough guy era, they sitting way over there saying, oh, I'm not taking care of a woman. I'm not giving her nothing. Because they don't know the reality of life over here. Why the woman's on the dating site. Why she's interested in you in the first place. That's the game I'm putting you up on. I've been putting you up on that for 4.5 years. That's the real game that everybody's playing. I'm not playing that game I was talking about today. Okay, lying to women. Okay, and all that. I don't play that game. Okay? Some of you guys ought to be giving up for playing that bullshit game when it's so much at stake over here. For you and the young lady. It's so much at stake. You shouldn't be playing. Hey, what's up, Chaz Del B? Thank you for joining us. That Master Ricky, he said, this is facts. Before I went to the Philippines, I thought them YouTubers were hot. Yeah, I was wrong. See? But they're not going to listen to me. But they are hot because that's all they're seeing, that Master Ricky. They're not seeing the real hot women over here. They'll lose their damn minds. If they think these Filipino vloggers is hot, not one of them will excite me. Not one. 0 of them. And I've seen them in person. Okay? Y'all have no idea what's over here. He says it's best to act poor in the field. No. Why would you want to do that? Just be humble. Why would you want... Now you're lying. That's what I'm saying. Are you being cheap? Why would you want to be poor over here? I mean, that's just a form of lying. I mean, you don't have to be out here, flashing your money and, and all of that. Just be yourself. That's all you have to do. Everybody's got some boundaries. You don't have to be an ATM. But if you come over here and you mess with one of these girls over here and y'all decide that, okay, we're going to be a couple and we're going to hang out together and do things together, you're going to have to pay for it. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, why? Is anybody watching this? I already talked about this before. I got some shorts about it. Is anybody that's watching this who doesn't understand that? I mean, surely you do. They got everything over here but money. Okay? He says, I'm 26 and I live in Chicago. I have 5 sisters and brothers. Dating has changed. Way more dangerous for men and women. Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. I agree with you. It was certainly dangerous for my daughter. She didn't know this man. She knew him enough to go out on a date with him. She didn't know he was going to snap like that. And he destroyed the rental car. Like, Negro, what is your problem? You ain't got a pot to piss in. He had just got out of jail. The mugshot I saw was from January 26th. He had just got out of jail when he did that to my daughter. These guys don't have nothing. They from the soft guy era where they expect a woman to do everything for them. Man, walk on your own 2 feet. Pay your own damn way. You didn't rent the rental car, but you got the nerve to destroy it. You better be glad I'm not there. I promise you, I'll be in jail right now. Whenever he got out. Yeah, peep show. See? It's true, Philippine Paradise. But the woman feels obligated because you're starting to send her money. You're starting to get some type of little bond. She feels like, oh, okay, I can trust him. Maybe I'll show him my breast today. And then, maybe I'll show him a picture of me getting out of the shower with my towel on, and then I'll open up my towel. And then pretty soon, she spread eagle on the bed with the camera right in the monkey, right in the camel toe. And that's good enough for some men. But see, these vloggers, these Filipino vloggers, they don't tell you that's what they're doing. They're no different, man. They're putting it out on all the other Filipinas. They're saying they're doing it. Well, lady, what are you doing? How do you know so much about what all the other Filipinos are doing, but you're not doing it? It would be more interesting if they said, yeah, I did it. I have peekaboo with my boyfriend. Instead of saying, oh, this is what Filipinos like. They like to do this and like to do that. Like you're some kind of angel. 100% of Filipinos who have a vlog, there's a foreigner somewhere in the picture. 100% of them, because the typical Filipino would not have the courage to get out in front of their camera like that. Somebody's pushing them out there. Somebody's telling them what to say. And talk to foreigners, yeah, good luck. No, it's not happening. 100% of them. So they'll let you know right there. Don't be trying to fall in love with these vloggers over here. They've got somebody. Or they had somebody, and that's even worse. Okay, what do you mean you're talking about in the Philippines? It doesn't matter where you are. If you see a woman getting her ass beat or some man getting abused, speak up about it. I mean, what do you mean it's none of your business? I mean, if it's really a crime, Isaiah Allen, but if it's something like, okay, that you know that the man's giving the woman all her money, no, you don't want to call the police on that. But if you know she's not feeding him, she's, neglecting him, abusing him, yeah, you might want to, say, hey, look, y'all might want to do a welfare check over there. But if the man's just being a damn fool and giving all his money away, that's not even a crime. Okay? That's not even a crime. But y'all know that the peep show's going on. If you haven't had a peep show, then that's on you. You're losing out. You're sending all that money for nothing. Hey, Blizzard Rod, thank you for that super chat. He said, Cal, can you kick that via vodka? Yeah, okay, he's putting racial slurs. I will. Thank you, man. I just saw, I didn't know what he was doing. I know he's doing it. He was writing something. I got him. You can fool some of us some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. See you later, sucker. Yeah. See, these are immature people. Now, who would do that? What man in his 50s, 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s would waste his time coming on here and doing that? Immaturity is run rampant over there. Yeah, bye, dummy. Crazy. Yeah, I got rid of him. I got rid of him, man. Thank y'all. Like I said, you can fool some of us some of the times, but not all of us all the time. Yeah, he said something Mike or Andy Omar would do. Well, see, neither one of them are around. Those channels don't last long, man. Andy Omar really could have had a successful channel. He knew a lot about the Philippines. Whenever you watch a real video by him, he made some real good content. But he wanted to be a troll, so that's what he wanted to do. He helped me, man. Y'all don't understand. When I had, man, look, I only had like I had like 550 subs. Now you imagine how long ago this was. Andy Omar was making good content. He made a video. He said, here are 3 up-and-coming vloggers to look out for. And he had me on there and told the good things about my channel. And it was another channel where the guy, he was a white guy, he was with a lady boy. They live up in Luzon somewhere. And then another channel. He used to do stuff like that. You know, because when you first start out in YouTube and you see somebody, because I think Andy Omar had like 3,000 to 5,000 at that time. Man, that's a lot of subscribers. You think to yourself, man, I never reached that. You know, and you look up to people like that. And then it kind of shocked me when I start seeing the troll videos he was making. Then, of course, he made one or so about me. He didn't really do a whole lot on me. But, you know, now Mike's a different story. I mean, he used to follow me religiously, man. Remember I tell you, I keep all my emails. And I can show you over 100 emails where, you know, he was my biggest fan. We were cool. I don't know when it went off track. But John told me, John said, Cal, watch that Mike guy. He don't really like you, man. Because, you know, John used to go in all the live streams and everything, the comments, and look out for me. I didn't tell him to do it. And I argued with John and said, no, man, I don't believe it. And even me and Mike was going back and forth. He's like, he's lying. I didn't do that. Now I got but then all of a sudden, he went just full ball on me, man. I couldn't believe it. But I never responded. Okay, I never responded. The only time I ever responded when the black guy started threatening me with being deleted. Hey, what's up? Thomas, he said, I'm sorry to hear what happened to your daughter. I know it hurt more that you couldn't do anything to protect her. Yeah. I had 3 sisters that were abused too, but I was little then. Kamal says, does YouTube ever get rid of these troll channels? They do if people report them. If they get enough reports, but y'all don't do it. Y'all like that stuff. Kamal. You know, you see the raw facts. He's gone now. He's trying to come back. It's a lot of those channels that disappeared, man. YouTube got rid of them because people were complaining. They were doing copyrights, because I hit a couple of them with copyright strikes. And I'd be damned if you're going to use my content to troll me. And they get mad when you do that. But yeah, a lot of them are gone. And people just, you know, don't listen to that stuff, man. Who wants to listen to that stuff? What's up? Give me freedom. Thanks for that super sticker. I mean, nobody wants to listen to that stuff, man. We're grown men. Can't we have grown men conversations? You know. But yeah, they do stuff when people report them and stuff like that. That's why you don't see them many around anymore. They don't last, man. After a while, people you see what happened to that sick grandpa, and he had to do a whole other channel. He had to get rid of all his videos. Now he's back with some more of his bullshit. Nobody's watching it, but he's doing it for the same reason everybody else is doing it on YouTube. Money. You know, the prospects of earning money. Anybody that tells you they're not doing that, they're lying. Why else would you be making videos on YouTube? If YouTube snatched you and put you in that algorithm and you start earning money, you're not going to give it back. You're going to say, oh, it's okay. I don't want it, YouTube. Okay? That's what gets me. These guys are hypocrites. He said, Mike seems as if he gets jealous of people, and then he went down there from there. But he had a following, man. He had a good thing going. But when you turn into like a troll-like channel, and then he's trying to walk a thin line, he's trying to play both sides, you can't do it. He had a following. He was on to something, what he was trying to do. But then when you start fighting with people and when he went after me real hard like that, it turned people off, man, because they know me. They know it was lies. They get tired of that. I've got all the emails. I wouldn't lie about anybody. I mean, he did all kind of work for me. He volunteered to do work for me. I never had anything against him. I've never spoken badly against him. Certainly, anybody made a video against him. It's not who I am. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. He said, when I made the big man video, this is Blizzard Abroad, he said, I seen all your haters come out, even emailing me to not rock with you. Yeah, you remember earlier today I said, when you make videos, controversial videos, they come out. When you talk about race, when you talk about domestic violence, they're going to come out of the woodwork. They can't help themselves. See? And they're 100% men. If there is a woman who's trolling me, it's a man edging her on to troll me and make videos about me. I don't have a problem with women, certainly Filipinos, at all. Okay? So I make one video saying, hey, Filipinos, watch out for these, lowlifes coming over here. Oh, I'm giving away the game now. Yeah, they dry up. He says, you on the offender register list? Yeah, right. You gone. See you later, buddy. See these guys like that? He said, your t-shirts stay crispy white. Stay strong, sir. Well, you know why? Over here, what they'll do is they'll soak them in the sun. They'll soak them in the bleach and water and detergent first and put it in the sun. It makes them things white, man. Then they'll wash them or put them in the wash machine. Mark Bannister said, what's up, Cal? Nah, it's never okay to fight a woman. Bro, I like your interviews with Every Black Man Has a Story. Ignore the trolls, man. Oh, I am. They came for me. I was trying to do everybody a favor. I made a mistake. Okay, on this last one, because this guy was interesting. And I should have let Marilyn listen to both of them. I did the original, which I put on my Patreon page. And I thought it sounded too loud. It was too much noise, because we were right on the corner. And I said, so I put it through Filmora, and I put that noise canceling. But I could still hear it. People who, don't want to that series to continue and who don't like me for whatever reason, they're going to say, oh, I can't hear it. And I'm like, well, I can hear that. I can hear it. Because if I'd have left it normal, they would have said, oh, it's too much noise. But I'm going to keep that series going. Absolutely. It's just a play on words. That's all it is. But I'm a black man all day long. They can be in that race denier stuff already. I mean, all they want. I live in the real world. Hey, Clyde said, Cal, you're a man of character and integrity. I try to do my best, man. I'm not perfect. But I learned, man, from my mistakes. I'll be 62 years old. Okay, I'm not out there in the streets anymore like I used to. I've learned a lot, man, from living. I just try to share that. He said in the Philippines, they call them maritas. Yeah, maritas. Yeah, all that gossiping. Philip Janik, the travel and camping guru, says, no, Mike in the Philippines, they are still a troll. Hello, Cal. I didn't know. I'm just saying he had a good channel going there at first. Because what I've tried to do is help guys. Okay, a lot of times when I'm on my live streams, okay, when I stop, people still be wanting to talk. So I tell guys like 53 Shades Darker and different new channels, I say, hey, man, just put a live up after man. Piggyback off that, and build your channel up. That way they won't do it. But some people were doing it. Yeah, Blizzard Brown said, I heard it fine. Yeah, I know. the IT consultant, he says, I ended up downloading the video and fixing audio in my editing software. Yeah, I made a mistake. I should have just left it raw, but I'm trying to, because some guy says, oh, you don't respect your audience. I said, I really do. That's why I tried to fix it. But I should have just kept it like that. I put it on my Patreon. I have a Patreon page. I put it on there, the original one. Because he got an interesting story. He met his wife in Chicago. He didn't even know she was a Filipina. Because she don't look like a Filipina. She's really white, man. But I know why she's white like that. In the States in the wintertime, I lighten up. You think I'm playing? If you see what color Booby is right now, that's the color I am in America. It's during the winter months. I'm really light, man. Okay, you remember my grandmother passed for a white lady so she could work. Okay, so I'm only, what, 2 generations removed from that. Okay? But yeah, I'm real light, but he met her there, not on a dating site. He knew nothing about the Philippines. He only started following Filipino vloggers after he met her, trying to get a feel of what the Philippines was like, because they were coming over here in 2020, which they did. He got an interesting story, man. And a lot of people just aren't getting those stories. They just aren't interviewing us. Every now and then you'll see them. But it's the same old bullshit interview. It's not a conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation, and the interviews are going to get better. The people are going to become more interesting, and you're going to see that everybody's going to benefit. It's just like watching, I was watching, what was it, Texas Tech versus the University of Houston the other day on basketball. It went into was it 2 overtimes or 1? Well, anyway, there was nothing but black players out there on the court. But majority of the audience was white. They don't have a problem with that. They were benefiting, black and white and Asian and whoever liked basketball, from that heck of a basketball game. It's going to be the same with every black man has a story. People are hung up on this stuff. They call some people race baiters or race hustlers. I call them race deniers. You can't deny, man, that race is a big-ass problem in the world. Mark Bouncer said, thanks for the shout-out. Tracy's Corner said, greetings, Cal. He said, have you been to Vietnam, Cal? You need to check it out. We are. When I get my passport back, we've already got an invitation. TJ and his girlfriend have invited us there. We're going to go there for about 7 to 10 days. You know, we got Booby here. See, Booby, you know, I don't even like leaving Booby, really. Because I'm always thinking about her when I'm there. And I certainly don't. Whenever we travel, you ask Maryland, I don't want to see her on the video. Because it started making me feel guilty and everything. Hey, Jeffrey, he said, yeah, he has an interesting story. He does. His wife is really nice, man. Remember, he's 57. His wife is 56. It's an interesting story. How they met and everything. And, you know, she was already in America. No man brought her over there. She came over there to take care of her sister, to be a caretaker for her sister. She come from Singapore. It's just it was just a whole different story altogether. One that we normally don't hear, you know. And I said, man, you know, because when I met him, it was like I knew him. Same with Jeffrey Taylor, same with everybody I meet over here. We got a connection, man. Patrick said, Cal, I like your videos. They vary. They're very interesting. I've been following you for 2 years. Thank you, man. You know, like I said before, y'all hold me to a higher standard. I hold myself to a higher standard. I can't get away with what a lot of these other vloggers can get away with. I've been on here for 4.5 years. I could play that game if I wanted to and run up the views and everything like that. I don't feel comfortable doing it though. So I just talk about stuff that's going on in my life. And you know, and my topics do vary. But, you know, I just don't feel right talking about. I did one about single mothers a long time ago, like because I'd heard people putting these single mothers down. That's the reason I made it. And I'm like, man, somebody's dating these single mothers over here. Okay, the numbers aren't lying. Okay, and some of those women, man, it's your loss. Okay, you're creating single mothers over there. You got 5 and 6 children, but you come over here and you want a perfect woman. Well, I can't knock you for that. I can't knock your preferences. But yeah, okay, now you see Gio's wife. You think that one of them guys are not going to come over here and start dating her? And people was like, oh, you can't get a divorce in the Philippines. Look, one thing from watching Gio's not stupid. I wouldn't put it past Gio that he didn't really get married. I wouldn't put it past him that they just had the ceremony. Okay? He's too smart for that. And now all of a sudden you're just sitting back like, okay, I'm not worried about a divorce and all that. I'm not banning that. Gio's too smart for that. That's just my 2 cents. Okay? I could be wrong. Hey, he said, yeah, I love your Bantayan videos, man. I love it there, man. You hear Michael, he said, man, it grabbed a hold of me. It did. That place, man, I love any small island like that. And I've only been to 18 of them. There's just so many of them islands like that. Imagine, I haven't been to any islands up in Luzon. Imagine how many's up there. A lot, man. But I love them little islands like that. If you go to like Cagayan de Oro, and like 3 hours from Cagayan de Oro, there's Camigan Island. And then you got like a 30 or 45-minute ferry ride you got to take to this. This is just a little tiny island. And it's so beautiful, man. That's what I love about the Philippines. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys when I make the video, it's too late. I'm anchored here in San Carlos City. I'm okay with it, man. I got a family over here. It's too late for me to travel all around like that. We go to places every now and then when we can. But I'm telling you guys who haven't been over here yet, don't make the same mistakes I make. Not yet. Okay? Go and see some of these unbelievable places over here. It's cheap, man. It's just like Michael Watkins said. He said, I traveled around. He said, because I wanted a place that I wanted. I didn't want to be in a place just because the woman was there. He said he went to 4 or 5 places before he decided. He said, it's fantastic. I talked 5 people from Cebu to move to Da Nang. Man, ever since TJ went to Da Nang, I've seen so many people move over there, or at least go there on vacation. Remember Arquillo, the guy from Panama? That's where he is now. He moved from Cebu to Da Nang. He's going to be there for like 3 months, and I think, but he never did plan on living here permanently. But that's where he is in Da Nang, Vietnam right now. He's liking it. Yeah, he said he proved your point, Cal. Every black man has a story, and they are worth hearing. They are. You know, like I said, I can't make a better analogy than that. They watch basketball games, all black men. Okay, it's not just for black people. If you like basketball, watch the damn game. Same with this series. Okay? They're not interviewing us. I'm sorry. So I'm doing it. It's a smattering of, people getting interviewed like that, but not really. They ask them the same stupid shit. Hey, thank you, One Big Show. What's up, Sperling Edwards? Now, he's in the province now. He moved from Iloilo to the province. He didn't go straight to the province. He's got a nice place, too. He said, Manila has a bad rap, but I love Makati. I like Manila. I don't know if I could live there, though. Only because it's just so many people. But they got BGC, Makati. I like, what's it called? Ermita. I like that area, even though from what people are saying, of course I don't live there, but every time I go, that's where we stay in an Airbnb over by the U.S. Embassy. I really like that area. They're saying it's getting bad over there. I wouldn't know, but you got the Manila Bay right there, that Dynamite Beach. I just like that area. That what is that street? That that main street. It looks like you in the West somewhere. He says, I'm going to Puerto Galera. I heard you mention it before. I'll let you know how it is, brother. Hey, thanks, Blizzard, bro. My buddy just came from there. Cornelius Mack, James Mack, him and his family. And he really enjoyed it. But I don't think that was his first time. But Barakal is, the king of all the places, really. You can't come to the Philippines and not go to Barakal. Okay? Thomas Marshall said certain places in the Philippines makes you feel like it was worth the 24 flight over here. Absolutely. And certainly if you meet the right woman, man, it makes all the difference in the world. But certainly these places, I'm telling you, even in 2009, okay, when I didn't go anywhere, I didn't even leave Lapu-Lapu. I think we went to meet her family. They lived in Cebu. Other than that, I spent all my time in Lapu-Lapu, and man, it was nice. It's so many romantic places here. If you're with a woman and you into that type of stuff, you can go listen to live music. It's the tropics, though. This is the Philippines is the tropics, guys. That's why you come over here. You don't come over here and worry about all that stuff, Wi-Fi and all that stuff, man. You come over here. This is a getaway. Now, if you decide I'm going to live here, okay, now you start worrying about that stuff. But when you come over here on vacation, you're going to be here for a month. You ain't worrying about no damn Wi-Fi, man. And all that stuff. And some people like Michael living on Bantan Island, I could move there today and wouldn't worry about, even though they had a brownout the last day we were there. It wouldn't bother me because I'd go to the beach until the brownout is over. What's up, Aura Drip TV? He said, yeah, it's on the bay. He said, Cambodia, Harry Shoulders. He said, every country has a story. What's up, Nicholas? He said, hey, fellas, cleaning up the house while I listen. Glad to have a nice community. It is, man. Y'all don't understand. When we go to these meet and greets where I put a face to names on here, it's unbelievable, man. It really is. The guys who come from this community, they're 100% great people. I'm just being honest with you. He said, Makati's good for clubbing, but lots of beggars. He said, you don't drink alcohol? I don't. It's been May the 13th will be 27 years, but I'm not on a crusade. I don't, tell people don't drink and it's wrong and all that. I had to diagnose myself, man. I'm an alcoholic, man, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Okay? I can't handle alcohol, and that's why I had to put it down, Teddy. 734. If I picked it up today, even though it's been over 26 years, I'd be as worse off as when I started. I don't know if I'm going to drink one beer or 100. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to spend $10 or I'm going to spend everything I got in the bank because I've done it before. That's how bad I am. That's one of the reasons I enjoy life as much as I do now. I missed out on so much of my life just wandering around out there. For years, man, 23 years I did. Wasted my life. And now that, man, I'm sober, yeah, Rizal Boulevard, thanks, Mike. I love Rizal Boulevard, man. They got the Starbucks, they've got the Pancake House, they got all that, man. It's like you over there by that embassy, you got all them trees and all that shade. Man, I love it over there. But the minute you get out in that damn traffic, man, my head starts hurting. He said, you look like Ronnie Coleman. Man, Ronnie Coleman's a bad boy. Dad Master Ricky said Butuan has brownouts. As soon as the lights go out, so will I. Is that where you are? Is that where you're stationed? Is that where your base is, Butuan? I've been there a few times. I even added that to my expat alley. No, it's Rojas Boulevard, Mike. It's not Rizal. It's Rojas Boulevard. Thank you, Mark. That's where the VA clinic is, Manila. Yeah, check out Okada Casino and Resort in Pasay. Yeah, it's Rojas Boulevard, not Rizal. Now, Rizal Park is on down Rojas Boulevard. That's what it is. Thank you, Mark. He said, for me, it's been 33 years alcohol free. I congratulate you, man. I can't use any drugs at all. Alcohol's a drug. I can't use any drugs at all. I'll lose my mind. I'm not responsible. He said, I'm hoping to make the meet and greet this month. What time is it going to be again? Hey, Thomas, man, it would be great to meet you. Come on, man. You're not that far away. You're about 3 hours away or something, 2.5 hours. It's Saturday, February the 15th in Lapu Lapu at Bimbo's Sports Bar and Grill. It's in Google Maps from 12 to 4. Nicholas said, what age did you get sober? I was 1 week away from being 35, Nicholas. I was 34, 11 months, and 3 weeks. About 21 days. Yep. I was in such a bad shape. I had an afro then. And you know, right before I came in there, you know what I was combing my hair with? I was picking my hair out with a fork. And the guy who, when I got in detox, may he rest in peace. He's dead. He went back and started getting high and stuff, and eventually died out there. He let me use his pick. I didn't have a pick. I didn't have a change of clothes when I showed up there. So the people at the homeless shelter gave me not the actual people, but the other residents in the homeless shelter. Gave me shoes, socks, underwear, shorts, shirts, because it was hot. May 13th was right after Derby. And that's why, you know, when people say, well, why are you always helping people? Because people help me in my time of need. Strangers, by the way. All they asked me to do was to help somebody else. I've been doing it ever since. He said, don't do it. Coke Zero tastes great, Cal. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I've been drinking a lot of water. Now, I haven't broken completely from sugar yet. But I'm on the verge of doing it again because I'm ramping down. Because this 75 hard, the only thing I really haven't been doing is drinking a gallon of water a day. That's just so hard to do. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, but I get it now. I see what they're doing. They're establishing these good habits. I'm working out twice a day. I'm drinking more water. I'm eating healthier. I'm reading at least 10 pages from a nonfiction book every single day, man. I've been doing it every single day. I missed like 2 days. One Big Show says it's been over 20 years since I drank or got high, Calvin. Man, congratulations. I'm going to tell you, one day for me was, man, it was like a miracle. I remember when I got my 30-day chip, I couldn't believe it. And when I had my 6 months, my wife didn't believe it. She was telling somebody on the phone, he says he stopped drinking. The lady, you sleeping next to me, you're not smelling no alcohol or nothing. But I was that bad. They did not believe it. And when my life started getting better, everybody around me got better, man. And the stuff I was doing, people couldn't believe it. It really was a miracle in their eyes, because a miracle is just something you can't explain. They're like, well, how can I be around this guy all these years? He's always high. He's always stumbling over himself, always messing up. Now he's buying a house. Now he's got his own insurance agency. Now he's traveling all around the world. You know, how'd that happen? I remember when we bought our house, her sister, may she rest in peace, she came up to me. She said, you know, I'm proud of you. She said, I can't believe you bought this house. I know she was shocked. Oh, okay, Dad, Master Ricky said, yeah, I leased a nice 2-bedroom there just across the bridge outside of town. I know that I was staying not far from the SM. It was in walking distance. Cisco says, I'll be sitting on the beach in Barakal in 16 days. Man, I love Barakal. I love Barakal. Now, right now is the time when they've got the green algae right along the shore. It's just a natural cleansing process. I wouldn't let that bother you because when we went in February, it was there. And when I asked the people, they was telling me what it was. Because I saw somebody posted on Facebook. I said, man, don't panic. That's just a natural cleansing process. It does that every year. But man, it's beautiful. Go to that other side. They call it the New Coast. Just take a tricycle around. Thank me now. He says, I'm now 30. I've been smoking weed heavily since 15. I'm so close to quitting. The clarity would be so refreshing. That's one thing I learned. See, one of the reasons, Nicholas, I kept getting high, I associated with having fun. I was like, if I stop getting high, I'm not going to have fun anymore. Man, I've had more fun. My life has never been better, man. See, that's one lie that I was telling myself. I just thought that I was going to be living a boring life. It's, man, that couldn't be further from the truth. He said, does Bimbos have aircon? I'm not for sure. I'm pretty sure it probably does, but they got a pool table. He just bought the place, he said, 6 months ago. He saw my video that I did with Derek Q, and I was asking Derek Q to find me a place, and he emailed me. Well, he actually messaged me under the video. He said, hey, Cal, I'm such and such. I'm part of the Sunshine Show's community. He said, I just bought this bar, 6 months ago. You're welcome to have your meet and greet here. And I was like, wow, sure. I said, we can help each other. Because I know at least by being in Cebu, at least 50 people are going to show up and give the man the business. He said he's got a great cook. He said great. And he said you have a full staff there. He said, I can't wait to meet you, bro. I'll be there. Yeah, thanks, man. Come on. Clyde Horn said 26 for me, Cal. Sober at 31 one day at a time. See, that's what I'm talking about. See? Because I just couldn't envision myself ever being sober. It's just something that I thought was normal. Everybody in my family got high. My brother, who's dead right now, he's the one that encouraged me to get sober because me and him were running buddies toward the end. And when I saw him, he disappeared for about 2 months. And the next time I saw him was when I had checked in the detox, the healing place. He had been there for 2 months. I almost walked right by him. I didn't recognize him. My own brother. He looked so good, man. And I was, because that wasn't my first time trying. I tried like 3 or 4 times before. But he was what I needed to see. And even though he went back out, and that's what led to his death, I stayed sober, man. I'm never going back, man. One day at a time, I'm not. But thank y'all for listening, man. Thank you for your super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up, man, all your support. If you hear, man, I'd love for y'all to come to that meet and greet, man. It's always fun, man. One way or the other, something always good happens. But, we talked about domestic violence today. It's a serious, topic. All of these videos that you watch about the Philippines, it's all geared around relationships. And the same things are going to happen in your relationship here that happen everywhere. And domestic violence is one of them. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but I'm saying The same thing happens over here, but we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it enough. Anton on here said his girlfriend over here was abusing him. I've never seen it. I've seen people arguing in the street. Now, I don't know what they've done behind closed doors. I haven't seen it, but I know that according to, you can go on Google about domestic violence in the Philippines, the numbers mimic what they do all around the world. About 1 in 4 women say they've experienced domestic abuse. And about 1 in 7 married women say. But, you know, you live in a society here, they're conservative. They're, you know, who's to say that they're really, I believe it's underreported here. Okay. But Sperling Edwards, thanks for that super chat. He says, I smoked through high school and military days. I stopped when I joined the Sheriff's Department and Department of Corrections, man. Bravo, man. I mean it because it was going to kill me, Sperling. I can only speak for myself. My mother, before she died, she was the only one who ever confronted me about my getting high and drinking. Everybody else was just going to stand around and watch me die. She said, you're never going to have anything as long as you fool with that white stuff. See, when people love you, they'll confront you, man. Okay, when they really love you, they'll call you on your bullshit. But people really don't love you. They'll just say, oh, it's none of my business. Well, that none of my business, man, costs a lot of people their lives, man. All you got to do is step in and say, hey, man, look, man, you messing up over here. And this is what I try to do on my vlogs a lot of times. Say, look, man, stop sending that money over here like that. Stop sending so much over here. Wait till you get over here. Don't make no commitment to these women, man, because you're only scratching the surface. When you get over here and you see what's really over here, you're going to want to kick yourself. You know, stop making all these rash decisions. You know, because see, when I talked about on the video today about the red flag foreigners, we try to pressure Filipinas into moving quickly when it comes to certain things like sex, because that's booby. That's the same thing that they do to you. They try to pressure you into moving so quick, building a house, moving in together, buying the land, and all of that, man. Just slow down. Most of the information I give is to protect men and our interests over here. They've got enough Filipino vloggers that they can protect the woman. The only reason I did that video today was because of my daughter's situation. I dedicated it to her. How can I have a daughter to get beat up like that and not give some red flags to maybe protect women around the world, but certainly over here in the Philippines? Just one person, I hope, watches that video, but they're not going to watch it, guys. Because if you're breathing, they want you. If you got a pension, they want you. They're going to overlook all that other stuff. And sometimes it's to their detriment. Sometimes it costs them their lives, guys, when they do that. So take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. What's in there for lunch? You didn't cook nothing yet?